guys, Isabella here and welcome back to the channel. So today's video, as you guys can tell, we're going to be continuing on my series called The Problem with No Shame Sales Game, where we've been discussing No Shame Sales Game, the Instagram page, and the overall No Shame Sales Game community for network marketers. This has been an excessively prominent topic, and I swear we can never really avoid any problematic things with this individual. And if you guys are new here, I will have the playlist linked in the description below. But to kind of recap, the individual that hosts this page, her name is Colleen. She's somebody that was a part of Rodan Fields, I could give a fuck, that's how you pronounce it. MLMer herself, now turned into multi-level marketing coach and guider, essentially, I don't know. She posts a lot of problematic things and goes on about a lot of problematic issues. And the way that she decides to respond and misinform her audience is disgusting, to say the least. So that's what we're going to be diving into today. The new fresh hell of what Colleen is providing us today. Before I hop into today's video though, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell button down below so that you'll be notified of every single video I post. And without further ado, let's hop into this video. Let's go. So there are several things that I want to point out here. Actually, this is one that I do want to show that I thought was really marvelous, to say the least, because Colleen is honestly very known for her contradictions. She cannot keep up with a lie or a story. So for example, we've had many times where she claims that you're not a business owner and you shouldn't call yourself that, yet she always in every other post contradicts herself by calling people business owners or running their business, which again is entirely false. Nonetheless though, we see way too many contradictions, and a fellow anti-MLM page I saw posted this, and I thought it was honestly a really amazing point. Again, if you just want to check out and get more information about multi-level marketing companies, the MLM Boss Babe is a really good one. This is a post that I saw that they made on their Instagram story that said, so if someone tells you no, you should leave them alone, ... But in this post, it is also okay to harass them about why they say no. Which is it, Colleen? You're the direct sales pro, correct? Anyways, the first post says, unpopular opinion in the MLM space, if someone tells you no, don't ask them again, which is correct, because that is something that we cover on my channel, is the cold messaging or the harassment of individuals just for a sale of a product or for the pitch of the business opportunity. And it's gross, it's tacky, it's not fucking cool. But then we have this post that she makes as well. It says, so wait, you're saying no to an uncapped income because you're nervous about someone from high school might think of you. Again, the contradictions are endless, but that is what we see with Colleen all the fucking time on No Shame Sales Game. She cannot keep a story at all. So one of the things I want to keep diving into is some of the posts that she has been making recently. So this is something that she actually posted, and I think it's a great time to discuss it. 4 questions to consider when deciding if an MLM is right for you. The caption says, because the caption is very important, these questions are from the FTC, like the real FTC, the same FTC that the anti-MLM people like to talk about all the time. The anti-MLM people often leave out all the FTC acknowledges that pure MLMs is not the same as a pyramid scheme, so we can just get over that. Be informed, ask questions if you're considering the industry. Provide realistic information if you're sharing the industry. Again, this is a great thing to show, but again, as we've seen, Colleen really loves to nitpick information for her own personal gain. So again, the slide says, do you want to be a salesperson? You'll often hear, I don't sell, I share, and yes, that's true, but don't get it twisted. This is sales. You'll be sharing and talking to people about the products and the company that you've aligned with. When most people think sales, they think of Matilda's dad slinging used cards, and that's too bad. We all sell things every day. If you're someone who likes recommending products, policies, people that you like, this is for you. It's that simple. In regards to multi-level marketing companies, yes, you are becoming a bit of a salesperson, whether it's about the products or the people or the business aspect as a whole. However, we do have a focus on the sale of products versus the sale of a business opportunity. And what do we see most of the time? The sale of a business opportunity. And yes, some people will talk about their products, absolutely. However, in order to make the actual good money, the money that will compensate you properly for your effort, the money that isn't in the negatives every single year, you're going to have to recruit, which is a requirement for every single multi-level marketing company. The second slide says, do you have a solid sales plan? Most people often mistake their network as their family of origin and 5 friends. Your network is actually much larger. Make sure you ask the person you're joining what their onboarding process is like and what kind of training you'll receive from them. Also, consider the product you'll be selling. Will it be easy to sell to customers over and over again? Ask your potential upline about their percentage of repeat customers. Okay, again, that is a good question. However, again, solid sales plan. When it comes to individuals in multi-level marketing, I'm going to be honest with you here. Most of them do not have proper education in sales at all. Sure, some of them might have backgrounds, but for the majority of them, they do not have an understanding of legit sales. Their understanding of it is, I talk about a product and that's about it. And in regards versus selling of the business opportunity. Even Colleen herself likes to push the concept of, well, in order for me to actually make this happen, I need to make a fake conversation in the DMs so that way I can make a sale of the business opportunity, which is still fucked up. And something I also like to share is we have caught top leaders and hundreds of individuals promoting what happens publicly about their business opportunity. We literally, my entire channel is a beautiful example of people that will lie to you up front, but get caught in their lies behind scenes. That is exactly what we catch in regards to a public post on Instagram versus a private business training. If my channel and many other people's channels literally show the lies up front from people, promoters, and the actual multi-level marketing company, but the lies behind scenes, what makes you think that asking this question is going to provide good feedback? Because many people have actually asked questions like this, but they're still met with toxic bullshit lies and fake statistics. Sure, people can ask this question, but are they really going to get the numbers? And again, when we are asked the numbers for the real numbers and statistics, we provide it. When these people ask for the real numbers and statistics, they call us haters and run away. Now, this next slide says, what are your income goals? If you were hoping to become a millionaire and quit your job next year, this isn't it. The likelihood of that happening is slim to none. Thank you. Yes, I will agree with you on that. The likelihood of that is slim to none. And more realistic expectation is extra spending money every month, extra spending money that can help with groceries, car payments, debt payments, etc. More is absolutely possible, and so is less. Yes, absolutely. I understand that. More is absolutely possible, and so is less. The second part of that sentence is more realistic. And again, how do I prove that? If you go onto any income disclosure statement from any multi-level marketing company, what are the majority of individuals that are active making? Monthly, yearly, it doesn't matter. What are they making? The numbers are literally low. For my point, I'm going to pop up multiple different income disclosure statements from across the board, their average annualized or monthly, how much people are making a month or a year. It's not extra spending money. And again, these income disclosure statements are not even reporting taxes, fees, other requirements, buying the products and new launches. So if we actually look at the real numbers, we can see that most people are not pulling what the income disclosure statement is even showing either, because again, there's so many other factors involved with that. So while yes, some people might want to make extra grocery money, how realistic is that? And also, how realistic is that without a team? Because if we also look at the compensation plans of these companies, we can see the compensation plans are lined up to where in order to hit the second rank even of the company, you have to have recruitment. Otherwise, you don't get anywhere, you don't make that money, and then you're fucked. So again, like, this is highly unrealistic. And even so, let's say you do want to supplement half of your 9-to-5 income. Okay, let's just say the opportunities and chances of that are literally 1% to almost none. It's ridiculous. But again, don't forget that most of the time people in MLMs market this off as, oh my God, this is supplement of my income. This is my full-time job. The way it's marketed off is most people will act as if this is their job. When you really look at the fine print and details, most of them that claim it's their job, that's not even remotely true. It doesn't really matter what your income goals are. The chances of doing that are slim to none. And something I always harp on is literally you can have your own small business, etc., and do so much better. Literally so much better than this bullshit. I genuinely don't know what her point was in posting this. Like, oh God, so you support the fucking FTC? Getting into other numbers here soon, proving the FTC is calling the bullshit out of multi-level marketing companies even more, okay? But can you afford to spend the money and time? Every business venture has risks. The startup cost is typically low, but make sure you ask the cost of the website or other reoccurring costs. The monthly overhead is usually low, but you want to make sure you can afford it. Also ask if you are required to buy inventory and or ship the products to your customers. Okay, yes, the FTC does state this, but you also know what most people at MLMs, even fucking Colleen herself, has stated? Oh, again, what did we show up front? So you're telling me you're going to say no to an uncapped income? Again, the same people that are like, oh, we'll ask these questions are the same ones shaming people for not taking up the opportunity. So again, as I like to say on this channel, Colleen, you can sincerely get fucked. Can you afford to spend the money and time? You know what's so funny? I have so many people that will post up monthly slides, weekly slides even, talking about the business opportunity. And you know what most of them show? Oh, well, there's no inventory. Oh, well, there's no cap on income. Oh, well, there's no sales minimums, which every MLM most of the time does have a sales minimum, which you can find in the fine print. And also, oh, well, the cost is super low. Once you buy this, you never have to buy it again. again, every single time on this channel, we have been able to debunk that significantly. Most actual multi-level marketing companies have a personal volume requirement in order to stay active. If you don't sell that amount every month or maybe every 3 months, you are cut off. Means you can't make any more commission, you can't make anything, and you're done. Also, when they say that there's no fees, there's most of the time back office fees or website fees. For example, le-vel. le-vel promotes how you can thrive for free. While again, upfront, that sounds realistic, and again, you can join them for free. However, the catch is you have to buy products some way or another. So every time you join le-vel, for example, you get a product pack talk where they walk you through the product packs and how it's discounted. There's the only time you can get it is now. This is so great. So people end up buying a product pack. And then the costs in order to stay active, those exist too. In order to thrive for free, you have to have people on auto ship at a certain amount of money in order to get your products for free. You see what I'm saying? There's catches everywhere. It's literally still an argument that we can use to prove our point. And yes, the FTC does in fact have areas where they're like, hey, before you join a at-home based company, sure, ask these questions, because again, they're trying to guide people the best of their ability. However, statistically proven, we can see that that doesn't work out either way. Feel free to share with your audience to help talk about your network marketing company. And again, something I really like to dive into, and I have gone in regards to multi-level marketing companies, is the other studies and things connected to the FTC that she's not showing. And again, she likes to claim that we're not showing everything. I'm sorry, I'm not the one trying to harass people to buy my stupid fucking no shame sales game course. And also, I do want to remind you guys, every single video I have linked in the description a Google Doc that has links to multiple informational pieces and studies about MLMs. The FTC has everything. It's all very important information, and I highly recommend you check it out. Now, one of her arguments that she likes to go into is say, well, the FTC recognizes MLMs as not pyramid schemes. They also state, though, the definition of a pyramid scheme is when you literally have a major dependency on recruitment. And it's mind-blowing how many companies you can visually see the dependency on recruitment. And that's why we have this content, because we're trying to educate people and fuck the businesses so that way they are not able to run and harm people and make money off of them in this way. Posted up on her Instagram story some questions that she was asking about her price of her course. It's about $365, $1 a day. Mind you, I think any multi-level marketing class is overpriced to the fucking max. Either way, no one should be spending this much at all whatsoever. In my opinion, all the information about how to do well in MLMs is very cut and dry. Again, you can see most people's channels that talk about this stuff show what people are giving as good advice. But again, she was trying to post up about how some people will complain that it is expensive. Of course, there are screenshots talking in about how, oh, well, thousands of dollars for a few week course, you are grossly underpriced for what you offer. Even a couple others that were like, I spent thousands of dollars on different courses over the last 2 years, and this by far was the best investment. That said, I hate this. Your community is worth so much, and $365 is nothing for all of you for what you get. I'm annoyed by these excuses. $1 a day, put it on your credit card. I promise you'll make it back. And then she says, I do not make this promise, #income disclosure PTSD, but I'm very much appreciative of her vote of confidence. It's still so gross to me that she, as a quote unquote business owner, would be so willing to post that up. This other one says, society doesn't have an issue with MLMs. It has an issue with women being empowered and making their own money. Ooh, this one we're gonna fucking dive into. Let's read the caption. It says, 60% of restaurants do not make it past the first year, and 80% go under by the year 5, 2005 study by Ohio State University. And the startup cost is anywhere from 100,000 to millions. But where are all the anti-restaurant trolls? I genuinely just think she chooses to spread this information because she knows her audience. She knows her audience is going to fall for this type of information, so she can make these dumbass fucking uneducated posts and slap on a random statistic that might benefit her from the front face of it and call it a day because she knows she can make money off of it. First of all, yes, those numbers about statistics in regards to restaurants don't make it, yes, that can exist. Yes, that can be true. You know what's so funny about it, though? What's their success dependent on, Colleen? Riddle me that, dipshit. Oh, it's dependent on if their food is good, if they are in a good location, and if people want to go to the restaurant. I know, right? People actually voluntarily want to come. What success depends on recruiting fucking people into running their own business? Any other MLM for that matter. We don't need to have anti-restaurant trolls, honey, okay? That doesn't exist because you were able to start your own business actually start your own business and give it a shot. Every business has risks, yes. But again, their dependency on how they do well and make money has nothing to do with if they recruit people to start a restaurant. You absolute fucking moron. Let's take sports, for example. To play soccer, the most popular sport in the world, can cost anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 per year, which no, that does not include the tournaments, travel expenses, or uniforms. And guess what? Less than 1% of soccer players will even make a dime for their efforts. Anti-sports trolls, why are you so quiet? The numbers that she uses to try and lie to people is fucking unreal. Let's say to play soccer, you have to spend a certain amount of money. You know what their success is dependent on? It's literally your fucking skills, your own skill set, your talent, your capability. That's why we have things like the fucking NFL, because we have highly talented individuals that signed crazy contracts, because guess what? They went through all the things that they needed to, and guess what? They did well. I know, so individual talent. Did the soccer player, Colleen, have to recruit other soccer players? No. Did they have to sell soccer? No. Why are you using arguments that have no connection? Why? Because you can slap on a number, claim that you're using a statistic properly, and your audience will fall for it, because sadly, we have a lot of naive people in this industry, and it's disgusting how you play on that. And I can tell, because she is an individual that has some form of power. She's no problem trying to use random little things to benefit her, because she knows how easy it is to lie to an audience that is giving her that paycheck. You're disgusting. I literally don't care. You're a horrible person for this. From business to sports, failures everywhere. Oh shit. But in male-dominated industries, society celebrates the minuscule success rates. And a female-dominated industry, the focus leans heavily on the massive rates of failure. Get out of here, Kevin. Failure exists, but so does fucking success. And it's time to stop using the scare tactics on women who are brave enough to go for it. We want to talk about scare tactics? What is your entire page? Trying to get people scared that they don't have their so-called side gig that is a part of a multi-level marketing company that is statistically proven to fail them. But I think that is the biggest bullshit. Now, I do have my own personal beliefs that there are certain things in regards to male-dominated fields versus woman-dominated fields. But all I'm saying, though, is statistics don't lie. Statistics are there for a reason. This is what makes me mad, because she is trying to use the concept of, oh my God, you only like male-dominated fields and those don't get challenged, but this does. And it's so gross to me, because she wants to use that argument for a horrible argument that doesn't exist, instead of an actually sexist issue that exists in the world. This is what's so funny about multi-level marketing. It doesn't give a shit who you are, okay? As long as you're a breathing human being, they'll take ya. Here's the thing though, there is literally across the board with every multi-level marketing company, it shows the failure rates do not lie. Again, if I was wrong, you could find different trends and patterns in the statistics in any other company, but you don't. Every company has the same similar numbers showing major loss, showing lack of opportunity, showing how there's not going to be a lot of money made by people, and how most people that join don't do well. So riddle me this, where are your numbers to show that this is a great opportunity and we're just full of shit? All right, you can only pull out random numbers about fucking restaurants and soccer players that have absolutely nothing to do with this industry, or arguments. You argue like a fucking toenail, Colleen. This is ridiculous. Anyways, let's continue on, because I want to show you guys this Instagram story that she posted up, and let's talk about it. This part says, I am shook from reading over some of the thousands of responses to yesterday's question. Are we in the mood for some real talk, or do we need things to be sugar-coated today? Real talk or sugar? So naturally, I'm sure some people are going to click real talk. So what are we going to get from that? Her real talk is just going to be her being a fucking asshole.
Okay, we're moving in a couple days. I'm taking a break from cleaning out my bathroom. But we got to talk about yesterday's questions. First of all, like a lot of people, my engagement in stories and in posts has been down the past couple weeks, just because it's typical for this time of year. But yesterday, in my stories, my engagement was up 6 or 7 times, and you guys weighed in. Okay, 99% of you said we wanted real talk, so let's go with it. 83% say the recruiting is a goal. 71% of you aren't confident on social media. 86% of you say that selling on social media is...
Okay, so she's riddling off numbers right now, because she had a bunch of polls that were asking about their goals for recruitment. Is it a goal? Yes, no, a bunch of numbers. 94% of individuals understood why you get a bad rep, yet 96% are confident in the company you're partnered with. Right there, she's talking about 94% of people that did a poll understood why multi-level marketing industry gets a bad rep. That should say everything we need to know right there. But 96% of them say that they are confident in the company that they partnered with.
94% of you understand why we get a bad rap in this industry, but yet 96% of you are confident in the company that you're partnered with. If you are confident in the company that you are partnered with, you love the products, you love the mission, you should be able to sell on social media, you should be able to recruit to your team, you should be able to feel confident when you're talking to it about people. So like, what the fuck, first of all? I asked you.
I think that's so funny. So she's like, oh my God, well, if you like the company, but you see the bad problems with it, well, you should be confident. You should be confident. That's fucking bold for someone who is literally ignoring her polls entirely. We have a bunch of people that maybe don't feel very confident in certain things. Maybe they like the company, maybe they fuck with the company, sure, but maybe they get why there's the problem with the industry as a whole. And the fact that she's like, well, what the fuck? Why are you not confident? Why? Because people internally are starting to feel certain things. They're starting to question it. Can you not see the underlying issue with people that just can feel the problems within the industry and know it and are trying to convince themselves? And it's so funny to me because, again, what is your response to this? There's no reassuring numbers to try and reassure the people that are questionable about this industry or feeling insecure. There's no reassurance. You just like to be a dick on your Instagram story and label it real talk.
You guys, what are your goals for 2022? Business goals. Recruit, 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 grow, 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 4-figure paycheck, or join the comma club.
Again, I think it's funny how she started to roll her eyes when she said, and I asked you guys, what are your business goals for 2022? And most of them are talking about recruiting or growing. Are we fucking surprised? Because most companies are needing that. Most people are needing that to make actual good money. But the fact that you act like this is such a problem for people to state, what a great multi-level marketing coach, Colleen. Wow. God, I need to take notes from her. Isn't she so sweet and heartwarming and gives me the fuzzies?
Help people, reach their goals. Recruit, recruit, sell more, sell more. Learn how to talk to people. Learn how to not word vomit on people. Learn how to confidently onboard. Learn how to confidently onboard. Learn how to confidently onboard. Guys, hundreds of messages, and all of them said one of 5 things. Okay? This was really rewarding for me because I was like, okay, well, this is exactly what I've built DSGC to do, right? To teach people all of these things, and it's working, right? So then I ask you, why, if you're not in DSGC, why are you not in there already?
So again, we are continuing on with her saying and returning to her little pitch of, oh, wonderful. You guys were pretty much talking about 1 out of 5 topics, and my community for multi-level marketers helps with all of that. But why haven't you joined? My thought process is, I'm going to be right up front with you, okay? My thought process is, if you want to change the multi-level marketing industry so fucking bad, like she claims, she wants to change it to make it better, right? Why wouldn't she make this information easily accessible for everyone? Because if they did well and they really liked you, wouldn't they be interested in joining your team too? Like, I'm sorry, but this just makes no sense to me. So instead you want to charge $365 for the community stuff, and you're bothered about that, and you want it accessible and for the industry to change, but you want people to cough up a fucking fat amount of money that clearly, if they're a part of the side gig, they are already in a multi-level marketing company, they already don't have because they're trying, but you want them to shove a lot more money so that way they can learn from you? You're gross. Just say you want to take advantage of people and move on.
Too expensive? Okay, I've been trying. I've recorded it 5 times and it's just not coming across right. And I saw messages coming in. So I'll let other people say what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so again, Colleen is like, oh, I can't not be mean about people saying that my stuff is too expensive. So then, of course, the Instagram stories that I showed you guys were showing how people were responding about her cost and how, oh, it's not that expensive. It's not that big of a deal. So again, she's trying to convince people that this is a great opportunity when it's not.
Overall, this was not intended to be a learning experience for me, but that's exactly how it ended up, because if hundreds and hundreds of people who responded to that one question said that $365 for a year-long training platform is too expensive, then I'm doing a shit job of selling it. So I appreciate that.
Can we just talk about the fact that she's vocally saying she's doing a shit job of selling her own transformative multi-level marketing community that apparently will solve all of your problems, but she claims that she's a part of a multi-level marketing company and she's doing well and she's able to sell well and that's how she was so successful. Don't you have the selling and marketing concept down if you've done it before and you're really good at it? So why are you not able to sell this well?
Because typically if you're looking into coaching, like it's a couple months container for thousands of dollars. And
I don't think it's helping your case when you're comparing other excessively expensive and stupid shitty multi-level marketing coaches to your also stupid shitty multi-level marketing community.
I don't know anyone who takes their business seriously and is successful who doesn't invest in themselves. So that was really eye-opening.
Love the indirect shaming. I don't know anyone who takes their business seriously and doesn't invest in themselves. Well, do something. Like, do something with your life, because this is really pathetic how you go out of your way to shame people that are not spending money on coaching. It's condescending and it's ridiculous. And this is, again, a beautiful example of someone who was fortunate enough to prey on hundreds of people, thousands of people at that, and lie to them and run with the platform. So again, the rest of them were literally just screenshots showing about people saying, oh my God, this is so worth the price. Are you kidding? This is ridiculous. Just going on and on about it. So again, I am going to pull up another shorter video that we're going to react to. That is another video from Miss Colleen that was not too long ago. And I think we're just going to listen because again, we never run out of bullshit with her. We just don't.
My name's Colleen Nichols, and I am the heartbeat behind No Shame Sales Game and Direct Sales Growth Community. And today, we're going to talk about sales. And I did a live with my girlfriend Shauna Van Bogart last night, and if you follow me and DSGC, then you know that Shauna is a friend of mine, and she is a regular monthly speaker in DSGC, and I just adore her. But we were talking this week when we were together, and it was kind of like, isn't it crazy how we're in a place where sales, like selling, feels fun? And I would love to know if anyone who's like watching this, if you're in a place to like say yes or no, but like, do you feel like selling is fun? Like, to be honest, I didn't for a really long time. Like the idea of selling made me feel gross. So I would love to know, like, honestly, how you feel about it. Because I came from a place where I don't know, I didn't think it was fun. I felt like icky doing it certain ways. It can be, yeah, you guys are saying, yes, you love it. I love it. Cool. Honestly, sometimes, yes, I love it. You're my people. It took me a long time to get there. But we're like, selling is fun. Like, huge piece that I think some people are missing. Because, I don't know, you're afraid of what people are going to think. If somebody tells you no, then you get a little weird or spirally. And I don't know. So, yep, not always fun for me. It's very exciting to sell something. Love selling, hate recruiting. And that's the thing, Jesse, like, recruiting is selling. Like, recruiting, it's the same thing. But again, like, it's this mental block that so many of us have, right? Because we think like, oh, recruiting's different. I'm bringing somebody on my team. Then we get into, I'm not a good leader. And Allison, it's a great feeling when you get a sale, and it's a shitty ass one when you don't get one, right? Like, there's so much emotion connected to it. Like, it feels great when it happens.
This is what I think is so interesting to me when she says there's so much emotion connected to the selling. She believes that selling me business opportunity is selling. And again, that's another big problem that I have with all this. There's so much emotional investment and self-identity in all of this, and it is very culty. And it also is just very interesting to me how there's such a, again, even in this video, so many people follow her are discussing their negative connotations to recruitment and how some of them don't even like it. And it's sad to me because they all should be able to do well with selling products and, you know, be able to move up in a company, for example, without having to recruit people. But that's the main common denominator is you gotta recruit. And it's sad because so many people are like, have a negative connotation to it because they know the things attached to it, or they just feel uncomfortable with it because they don't feel like that they should be recruiting people. She is highly dismissive of actual thought processes that people are having. And she's like, oh my gosh, well, you're just self-doubting, you're fearing. It's not even that. It's the fact that people, sometimes even when maybe they have been brainwashed into a company, they sometimes internally might have that feeling of, this just doesn't feel right. And every time she goes on to talking about this, she doesn't have any hardcore proof to make people feel reassured. If I'm teaching something, and if I'm talking about, let's say if I'm doing a deep dive on a company, I'm trying to reassure you and show you why it's an issue, why you're not fucking crazy to think that it's an issue. And I am flashing photos and screenshots and links because I want to have the proof. Why is there no proof? And hey, check this out. This is the proof to what I'm saying here. None of that.
Like the sale feels good. The selling part, maybe not so much. When we get it, yes. When we don't, then we feel shitty. And I can't be the only one that like has spiraled when sales don't go my way. Like, oh, I haven't gotten a sale this week, or somebody told me no, or oh, I feel weird about recruiting. Like, and then you get into like a weird thing. Oh yeah, and then I'm still waiting for that to click. Like, selling is recruiting. It is. Like, it is. So anyway, Shauna and I are talking about this, and we're like, we need to do a quick like end of the year workshop. And this is totally something that like was not planned. We wwere just sitting here like, we really like selling, and a lot of people like selling. And for those of you who are saying that recruiting is hard, it's selling. So we came up with a sales workshop that we're going to do on the 28th. It's $63. Like, it's not a huge.
So again, Colleen is talking about sales and, oh, well, let me teach you how to do it. She can also make fucking YouTube videos. If this was in such demand, she could get paid from doing YouTube if she was able to finally get it monetized. Yeah. And she could teach people about multi-level marketing and do it like, and share free information to people. But I'm getting properly compensated for my hard work and content, and I'm sharing it, and this is free visually for people to learn and share, but I'm still getting paid for it. She can do that, but instead, she honestly, in my opinion, takes the easy route as she wants to jump into, oh, let's make money now. Let's just sell this, and oh, it's $60 that you can learn how to sell. Or, oh, my sales, my community is $365. And it's just like, if she genuinely wanted to make it different, she could find a way to change and try to change. I know she's not capable of it, but try and change the network marketing industry for the better and get information accessible to people. But that's not her focus at all. So that was it for today's video, you guys. Again, the problem with No Shame Sales Game. Of course, there's going to be more content about this individual and so much more to come. Definitely, if you guys have not checked out the previous videos, I highly recommend you do so in the Problem with No Shame Sales Game playlist. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.